totally, oh, boy. It was a thrill.
Did you, and your mother was such a great yodeler, did you yodel? Did she ever teach you to yodel?
No.
That's not easy.
No, it isn't easy. As a matter of fact, I learned in singing to try and smooth out the voice so that if I had any chance of ever yodeling, it's over with now.
You didn't like yodeling?
Well, I thought it was charming if you were Swiss.
Do you recognize this yodel? You spy, this is your mom, Judy Canova. Here. Yeah, she had no idea. We sneaked up on her. You have to be careful because people in this business are so weird that you're going to try something like that.
No wonder.
You didn't know.
Yeah, you can't leave your dressing room. And I said, it's not my birthday, so you're not baking me a cake. What's going on? I was trying to get makeup, and I couldn't. I thought so.
My gosh, I've been sitting back there reading for 2 hours.
Mother.
Mother.
Here, right here.
Do you remember, you know, when I look at you, I think of probably one of the big thrills I had starting in this business. I was invited one night to your house. I don't know how. I don't know to this
Which
day.
one? Was it in the valley or where?
I don't remember. But all I remember, and you remember when I tell you, we walked in, and the late Dick Powell was always like a guy that I thought was very special in pictures. And he was sitting there, and he was married to June Allison.
Yeah.
And it was a typical Hollywood party, and everybody had done something. You had done something, and several other people, and finally some guy walked over to me and said, "Hey, kid, what do you do?" and I said, "I sing." He said, "So sing." So I started singing at the piano, and a man handed me a card, and that was the beginning of it all. Happened in your living room.
Isn't that something?
Seriously. That was a man named Don Sharp, whom you know.
Don Sharp.
He put the I Love Lucy show on the air. This man. He gave me his card, and I went. Next thing I knew, I was singing.
And look what came out of all that, all these years of pleasure you've given all the people.
Oh, bless your heart.
Isn't that right?
I have to tell you, because I never told you this before, but Mom doesn't even know it. When she used to watch the Carson show late at night, and I was young. Kid.
Well, you're not old yet.
Well, yeah, I was a lot younger. I would sneak in, and she never knew it, but I would always, because the Carson show was my passion, and I would sneak in, and she wouldn't know I was there, and I'd watch the Carson show, like, from under the bed, and you'd come on, and I was in love with Mike Douglas.
Yeah, she had a crush
really,
on you.
I had an awful crush on you. It was so, and I don't know why I've never told you this before, but it's the truth. I was just,
What a time to tell me with your mother sitting between you. You know it's safe to tell me now with Mom.
Maybe that's why I waited.
You must be as proud of this young lady as she was of you.
Oh, don't you know it?
Because she sings like an angel, and she gets it from those ears right there. Because those are great ears. Well, was she an outgoing kid when she was growing up? Was she kind of shy or what?
She was really kind of shy, you know. She was like me when I was little.
You were shy?
Yeah, I was real shy. And I didn't blossom forth until I was an old woman, about 12, I guess. Yeah, I started getting some guts then, you know, of wanting to do things.
Is your background country? I think the whole world thinks it is, and I don't think it is.
No, it isn't.
See?
Actually, no, I'm from Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, that's a great place.
That's a city, you know.
That's south?
Yeah.
That's south of the...
About as south as you can get, unless you want to go to Miami or Key West.
Yeah.
So,
but how did they put that tag on you? They always called you
well, I tell you why. Because when I was little, we used to go to the mountains, and I loved those songs they sang. And I learned some of them, and so when we decided to go to New York, my sister and brother and I said, my mother says, do something different. They don't do those kind of things up there. And that's the way the whole thing started.
Wasn't she supposed to be a flower girl at a wedding one time? Wasn't there a great story about that?
Yeah, my first performance, and it could have been my last.
What happened?
I was a 4-year-old flower girl who didn't make it down the aisle.
Why?
Got left
my
the altar.
cousin. It's my cousin's wedding. It's a big day. Everybody's sitting in the church. And there I am in my little outfit with my little headband with the flowers and the white shoes and the white socks and the whole bit. And I'm just getting ready, and they start playing the wedding march. And I have my basket with the rose petals, and I look out there, and I see another. I was 4, so I saw a little girl about 9. And she was real cute, and she looked very sure of herself. And for some reason, that little girl made me so intimidated.
She psyched
It
you
was
out.
like psyched me out. And I couldn't go on stage.
Funny.
It was like seeing somebody in the audience. I'm sorry, I can't perform for that person. So they played the wedding march about 5 times.
Yeah, and here I am, and I almost broke my neck. I was looking like this.
Everybody's waiting.
When is she put? I was so embarrassed. I was just, when is she coming out?
They're still, my cousins are still upset with me. And I said, you realize we might
She
not
never
have
did
made
come
it."
out.
I never did. I said, I'm sorry, but I have to go to the bathroom.
When was it with you, Judy, that you overcame, because you said you were shy, and I think everybody in this business, now the audience finds this difficult to believe, but some of the most outgoing performers were very, very shy people.
You mean, when did I overcome it?
Yeah, when did you overcome the shyness and just...
Next week.
Never.
Did you really? Was it quick?
No, I say next week.
Oh, you still haven't.
No.
And you always had pigtails. Where did that start? Where did that idea come from?
Well, I just let my hair grow long, and I don't know, just, it was so long and I had so
We're
much.
showing a picture. Look at it.
Yeah.
She still wears that hat.
Do you really?
No, it's out to the cleaner.
What do they call it? Is that what they call a pill? Is that a pillbox or not?
No, that's not a pillbox.
What do they call
No,
it?
there's really no name for that, just a
Probably your
little
own
hat sit on the
design.
back of my head. Because I hate hats. I just hate them.
Well,
I'm not a hat woman,
All right,
you know.
you know.
I used to wear them in New York. When it gets cold, I'll wear a hat or a hood or something.
Could they get you back in this business ever, do you think?
I've been thinking about it. I'm trying to think of what kind of show I'd like to do.
You should.
I don't know if I'd like to do, somebody approached me not too long ago about a show, sort of on the type of show you do, you know?
Well, you're the only one who hasn't been approached.
I guess.